Hi, everyone. So we are closing out topic 7 this week with this assessing and managing risk assignment. Just a note, please remember to submit your survey if you haven't done so already. And when you'll go into there, you'll have to do it through the or to back up a little bit, once you take the survey, you'll get a confirmation at the end. Take a screenshot of that confirmation. Go into your discussion forums, this Business 485 survey. And just as you see some others have done here, just put a link in there that shows me that you took the survey, and I'll give you your points. So please do that this week as soon as possible. Going back to the calendar, actually, let's go down here. Topic 7. There we go. Assessing and managing risks. So this assignment really is taking a lot of the work that you've already done, and it's culminating in this assignment. It will fully culminate in the next 2 assignments, but a lot of this is restating what you've already found out, adding to it, bringing it up to date. So this is the purpose of this assignment, as it says here, is to assess how potential value enhancing strategies may pose risk to a firm. What I would like you to do in this is to select a specific value enhancing strategy and do your analysis in this with that specific strategy in mind. You're going to use any feedback that I've given you on previous assignments, and this paragraph right here is very important. Keep in mind that increasing value for the firm does not necessarily mean expanding the business. You can acquire other firms, conduct research and development, or introducing new products or services could fall under that umbrella. Or it could be downsizing, right-sizing, even refining products and services. It can be focused on your staff. How are you going to enhance the value of your staff? Because if you enhance the value of your staff, you enhance the value of your company. It can be processes internally. So don't think that you have to think strictly of increasing sales and making more money as value enhancing. There are other ways to add value to your firm. I do want you to pick a specific value enhancing strategy. If it's a strategic partnership, pick a specific partner that you're going to do this analysis with. If it's internal, like increasing employee engagement, state that, name it, and do your analysis with that in mind. And if this isn't clear, please ask. All right, approximately 1,500 words is the length. We're going to revisit a lot of the stuff we've already done and bring it into this paper. So possibly less writing, bringing in some more stuff from other papers. That should hopefully make this go a little easier. 6 prompts. First one, you have to go back to your strategic alternatives assessment, where you evaluated potential growth opportunities and strategies using SWOT analysis to assess the advantages and disadvantages of each. Look at your findings. Summarize your findings here. Look at any feedback I gave you and incorporate that. How you determined what your proposed strategic alternatives were, how you calculated potential inhibitors to each, and expand on them, and also include financial considerations. So we all just finished that paper on the financial assessment and the financial ratios. Incorporate all that into this section. Prompt number 2 talks about how you've developed and submitted reports for your firm based on information that your CLC group has acquired and assessed. Think of all your sources. But it's equally important to consider what other information, had you been able to locate it, would have been of value in formulating recommendations. So what information are you lacking? What information are you missing? What information, if you had had it, could have made your analysis easier? And maybe it would have helped you make a different value enhancing decision. Right? What I do not want you to do is tell me that a value enhancing decision is too risky. I don't want you to tell me that there is nothing that should be done to enhance the value, because no company is in that position. No company is so perfect that things can't be improved. So think this through and think it through carefully. What information that you did not have, but if you had had it, would have made all this easier and possibly presented a different outcome. Then number 3, when it comes to making strategic recommendations to management, financial considerations weigh significantly on the feasibility and the viability of available options. So revisit your financial analysis assignment with the incorporation of any feedback I provided with you, and consider the financial condition, the performance of the company you're working with, the risks and benefits of forming a strategic alliance, profitability ratios, and possible value enhancing strategies. So again, provide me with a specific example. If you're going to have a strategic partnership, who would you pick for your strategic partner and why? Be specific. Value enhancing strategy. What is that strategy that you pick? Why did you pick it? How did you evaluate it? How does it relate to the financial condition of the business, feasibility, riskiness, all that? Then number 4, given your instructor's feedback and considering how financial markets have changed since you submitted the financial analysis assignment, how would you refine or update your assessment of the organization's current performance and financial strategies? Think that through. How can you improve that assessment? Number 4, revisit how you would use a decision matrix to determine the risks of your suggested strategic alternative and the potential financial implications for your company of pursuing this alternative. If the decision matrix an effective tool for predicting risk, why or why not? I have provided you in the announcements with a risk matrix template that you can use for this. Then finally, utilizing a risk matrix, identify a minimum of 10 unique risks associated with the strategic alternative you believe will provide the most significant opportunity for your firm to add value. Choose 2 or 3 of the most critical risks and discuss their potential impacts on the selected alternative. So again, you must select a specific strategic alternative that you're analyzing. You must list 10 risks unique to your company and that strategic alternative. You need to consider both of them together. And then, so you can list those, bullet point them. Then discuss 2 or 3 of the most critical risks, so your high risks, the ones that will impact the company most profoundly if they come to be, discuss them and how they'll impact your strategic alternative. You have to submit your risk matrix with your written response. So again, I have provided that for you in the announcements. Use APA style, double space everything, indent your paragraphs, double space your references page. Give me a title page, or at least title page information at the top of your first page. Either one I'll accept. Okay, so this is 110 points. That's the most points of anything we've done so far. So you want to spend a good amount of time on this. You want to get it right, and you want to submit it on time. It is due this Sunday, as we can see up here, April 10th. So you have 5 days to get it in from the time and day I'm recording this. All right, that's our quick walkthrough, pulling up the rubric. Read this. Please, please read this. Recap of the strategic alternatives assessment demonstrates thoughtful comprehension. And please use these items as your headings. So the heading will be strategic alternatives assessment recap, and then do your recap. Strategic alternatives and associated risks for information gaps. Use that as a heading and then talk about the information gaps below it. You'll do your financial analysis recap, your financial assessment update. Remember, this is an update, not just repeating what you said in another paper, but adding to it, updating it. Decision matrix applicability, where you discuss that. That'll be the next heading. Risk matrix. So you will identify your 10 risks here. And then under the next heading, critical risks impacts, you'll talk about the 2 or 3 most critical risks and their impact on your strategic alternative. Strengths and weaknesses of the firm need to be considered, and discuss these risks in depth. So your paper should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 headings, and then discussion below them. All right, don't forget to submit your risk matrix with this. You can use the Excel template I provided for you in the announcements. And if you have any questions, please ask in class or send me a message. All right, looking forward to seeing everybody this week. Take care.